Yeah. And that's the same kind of mentality that gets like all of our video games and our translators and anime to censor all of the shit when it comes over here. I don't want things updated for a modern audience.
Yeah.
Leave our shit alone.
Yeah.
Like, just leave it alone. And I remember even as far back as high school, I imported a Japanese PlayStation 2 and I imported some of the Final Fantasy games and the Xenosaga games because they were all edited under the ESRB. They removed some nudity scenes. They removed blood and gore from some of them. They removed entire scenes from them entirely. And it's like, I don't want my video games to be chopped up and censored because you think I can't handle them in their original form. And now that we're even more online than when I was in high school, we have full access to everything. There's zero reason that anything should be moderated to that degree. Like, I can just go and get the Japanese version anytime I want.
Yeah, I think there should definitely be options though. The other side of the fence with it, where people are like, oh no, there shouldn't be like easy modes in games or whatever. Or I feel like just more options is just good. Like, if you want to hand off like one of these games to a child, right? Like, you like the game, you want to share it with a child or share it with somebody who's a bit more sensitive. I think it's good to have like the option to enable those censors. But the problem is them forcing them down your fucking throat.
What game would benefit from having that option toggle that you would also then be able to give to a child? I mean, someone with like more sensitive sensibilities, sure, like you can toggle off the gore for them. But like you mentioned child specifically, like what?
Well, it doesn't have to be like
okay to give to them.
It doesn't have to literally be children, but like also like people of like certain religious beliefs or whatever. You know, like if you don't want to see, I just think more options is good. But
again, I wouldn't mind if they put a toggle, and that'd be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I think for children, you could argue like GTA, right? Children fucking love GTA, so if they're gonna play it anyways, I think it'd be really good to have an option to disable the nudity and some like the gore and stuff, right? Like they're still gonna be exposed to shitty themes, but if they're gonna get their hands
to be exposed to the shitty theme, does it matter if they see the hooker's tits out before they stab her in the neck?
I think there's degrees of badness. I don't know. GTA is like an extreme example. I'm trying to think of something else that like.
I mean, I come from the perspective of like, I was able to play Grand Theft Auto when I was at my mom's house. My mom's not a good example of a parent, but sit with me here. I was able to play Grand Theft Auto at my mom's house, and when she lost custody of my brother and I for illegally selling firearms, my grandparents took both of us in, and we played Grand Theft Auto at my grandparents' house. And when my grandmother saw the level of violence that was happening in Grand Theft Auto, she popped out the disc and broke it in half.
Yeah.
So. It's like, I don't think she would have cared if there was like tits in there. It was just the entire concept of the game.
I don't know, man. I don't know. My entire point is just, I think it's good to have options with these things, right? If people don't want to see tits and stuff, I think they should be able to disable them. Not that developers have to put in these options, and not that these options should be forced upon people, right? Just that there should be these options.
I think the best case scenario is the developers just saying, fuck off, don't edit our game. Second best option would be, if there really is that much need for a censor, just put in the option. Don't just censor everything so nobody can enjoy the game the way it was meant to be looked at. Put in the option that if someone doesn't want to see, more lewd clothing or nudity or gore, they can just turn it off if they want to.